might seem like a potential blower, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Here's Holmgren. That one's not going to go. Williams with the defensive effort. Sharp against Gilgeous-Alexander. Sharp, that's good.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now, here's Avdia. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Doris, as we watch Avdia, he's a real threat from the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really good at a lot of different things on a basketball floor. I think the consistency from range wasn't there early, and defenders would give him a cushion. That is no longer the case.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's Sharp missing.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Avdia. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Avdia. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Good on the three-point shot.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
And he drives in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, well this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place.
What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Sharp on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Kamare misses. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it down low.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Sharp against Gilgeous-Alexander. Sharp the pass to Avdia. From downtown, connects from three-point range. Avdia's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Ayton inside. He's defended by Hartenstein. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Sharp with the drive. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Here's Holmgren. Avdia with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Ayton in the corner. Pass to Avdia. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Portland out in front. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. Here's Kamare, defended by Dort. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Trailblazers ball.
Clock at 2. Here's Sharp. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Back to Sharp. From deep. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Williams picks him up. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Broke loose. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Loads it up for Williams. Holmgren with the steal. Hartenstein with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Portland trailing here. Avdia, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Can they get it? Back to Sharp, a 3-ball. Thunder with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
1:52 left in the first half. Williams for 3. Traps in the tray. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Avdia. Here's the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. 12 points for him.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the league so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter, and it's off from three-point range. Sharp with it. Williams picks him up. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Pass to Ayton. Fires for three. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Kamare. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren.
Second personal
That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers trail by 4. And here's Sharp. He's got 10. Williams with the defensive effort. Now, here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And at the small and power forwards, it's Thibault and Grant. Scoot Henderson is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's clinging in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Caruso, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Pass to Williams, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Hits the three-point bomb. Henderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Mitchell.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's Simons, and he banks in the lane. Simons has got his first points of the night. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Williams sends a screen for Mitchell. It's blocked.
And with every swat, Clingan is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
Now, here's Thibault, covered by Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. That gives them the lead. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Williams sends a screen for Wiggins. From past the arc, drains the three-pointer. Wiggins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Mitchell against Henderson. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
A wide open look here for Caruso. That 3 off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Grant, that's good.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
The kick out to Williams. No good on the 3. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Feigl on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Out to Henderson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. Back to Wiggins. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And it's Wiggins with the ball for Oklahoma City. The lead is 2. Launches a 3. The rebound by Grant.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oklahoma City shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Caruso. Misses in close. The Trailblazers shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Simons against Mitchell. Simons surveying the D. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Williams has a screen for Holmgren. Back to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Murray a screen on Dort. Sharp with it. Williams picks him up. Takes it in, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Sharp, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge. Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp, that time.
Dort a screen on Sharp. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. The Thunder with another miss. And here are the Blazers. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Sharp with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Ayton inside. He's against Hartenstein. And that one's good, Ayton.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Holmgren finds Hartenstein. Here's Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Back to Sharp. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Thunder trailing by 7. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his 3-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Boy, Ayton's reach is absolutely incredible. Great anticipation. That is nice defense.
Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here on the 4th. And the rejection by Ayton. Murray, a screen on Williams. Nice to the hoop. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And not just an athlete. Sharp is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive weaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. A shot by Williams, no good.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Murray dishes to Avdia. Ayton against Holmgren. Here's Sharp. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Blazers ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Sharp. Back to Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Trying his luck from deep. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here's Oklahoma City. They trail by 6. The kick out to Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here's Portland. They're on a 14-5 run here. Murray against Holmgren. Here's Murray. So the Trailblazers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak, be back in the
Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some
Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position.
Sabonis not the quickest guy out there, but he doesn't need to be if he can outthink the opponent. That time he did with the attack.
Pass to Kamari. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
On offense, here are the Kings. Outside LaVine. Kicks it to DeRozan. Here's Monk. Portland grabs the miss. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Sharp, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. With the floater. And it's DeRozan missing. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off.
Oh, man.
Oh! And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's an athletic play by Sharp. Putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Blazers ball.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys?"
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Three-pointer Sharp. Kept alive. Avdia outside. Sharp up top. Defended by Murray. 6 to shoot. Avdia passes to Sharp. Sends it home from three-point land. Sharp's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him. Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Ayton passes to Avdia.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter, and the shot goes down.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Inside. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Levine against Avdia. And Levine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Avdia, screen on Monk. Avdia against Murray. Avdia, good. Avdia's got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Kamari. And here's Grant. That's tipped. Avdia outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. With the tip. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Trail Blazers foul. Tomorrow. First personal foul. First team foul.
Grant against DeRozan. The teardrop.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
5 on the clock.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Sharp with it. Here's the teardrop. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers closing. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the big finish.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
Avdia from outside. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Sacramento ball.
Now here's Monk. Right side Levine. To the wing, right side. And here's Sabonis outside.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Monk, a screen on Grant. DeRozan against Grant. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Kamari. He's covered by Levine. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
Portland leading by 8. Up top 8. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Portland.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
And I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
6 to shoot. Murray passes to DeRozan. Looking to win the run. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Blazers ball.
The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. But Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
And as the perimeter game took over, it seemed that the dominant big man went away a bit. Instead, the bigs just got more skilled, Brent.
Well, BA, dominant big men are really hard to come by. So when you do get one, there tends to be a lead. But yes, it's been about the skill of the big over the past few years, along with the game transitioning to the three-point line and picking up the pace. There'll be another big man out there who changes the game back to the low block. Grant at 6'9", using that length right there, a nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Here's Levine for 3. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And when he's got momentum on his way to the basket, DeRozan is going to finish hard. No reason to take any chances there.
Monk with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Murray. Another shot. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Poke loose. Levine with a steal. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Levine. A minute 15 left to play in the half.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Grant outside. Rebound by the Kings. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening. .56 seconds left in the first half. Picked by Sabonis. Levine passes to Sabonis. Back to Levine. Sabonis outside. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. Sabonis has got his second basket.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters. He's so skilled down there.
Grant, the pass to Ayton. Grant outside. Clock at 6. For 3. Monk grabs the miss. All alone on the break. Stuffed home by DeRozan on the jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Levine for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Levine's got 10 points.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Klingon, Matisse Thybulle out there with Robert Williams. Then it's Henderson, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Williams against Crowder. Pass to Valanciunas. Crowder outside. Launches a 3. Second chance shot. Shots blocked.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
Here's Ellis. He's covered by Simons. Ellis's shot is off. Portland leading by 7. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Graham.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Valanciunas, soft touch off the glass.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, and knocking guys around.
And here's Simons outside. Connects from downtown. Simons got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Driving in. And he converts the layup. Simons got 5 now.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simons hard to stop when he makes his move.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
They got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Williams up top. Rebound by Sacramento. Crowder outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Count that one. Crowder's gotten his first bucket of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Trailblazers lead by 6. Pass to Simons. Ellis with a rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Crowder outside. Over Williams. Oh, Williams with the block. Here's Lyles. He drops it from range. Lyles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Thybulle against Crowder. Floats one. And it's Thybulle missing. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Laravia. Valanciunas. Great positioning on the putback.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Here's Simons. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Here's Valanciunas. Got a hand on it. Outside Thybulle. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And as a rebounder, Clingan is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Simons. Williams has got his first points of the game. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Simons. Ellis passes to Crowder. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Clingan. Stolen by Valanciunas. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Crowder. And it's blocked by Thibault. Here's Laravia. Buries it from 3. Laravia's got 5 points in the quarter.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And he's good on the second. That'll count. Doesn't go that time. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Portland trailing here. Taking a look at the Kings. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. Sharp against LaVine. Shot clock at 6. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Here's Monk. It's tipped. They retain possession. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Trailblazers.
Portland ball.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Sharp goes in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Here's Monk. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Sharp passes to Avdia. Sinks the tray. Avdia's got 5 points now this quarter.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Picked by Sabonis. Outside Murray. Here's DeRozan. Oh, get out of the way. DeRozan.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Here's Avdia. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
LaVine with it. Now Sharp defending. Picked by Sabonis. Monk for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Sharp. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing. Man. Ooh, finishes with style. A double clutch jam. It's Monk on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Back to LaVine. LaVine down the lane. And the dunk by LaVine.
Oh, you have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
Sabonis against Ayton.
2 minutes in the game.
And it's good. 2 points.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
Murray from outside. The putback. Rebounded by Kamari. Portland leading by 5. Avdia passes to Ayton. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Kings call timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. And coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Levine, throw it down.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from Levine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
Pass to Kamari. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Levine. Kings trail by 5. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. On the wing, Levine is covered by Ayton. Levine gets the bucket.
You got to know Levine is looking to shoot it whenever he can. I mean, his team depends on him scoring.
Sharp against Levine. Monk with a steal. Sharp against Levine. To tie it up. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. Now Levine. Second shot opportunity. Portland grabs the miss. In transition. Ayton against DeRozan. Now here's Avdia. He's covered closely. Money!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Levine for 3. He connects.
Levine.
And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle.
And so they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. The Kings call timeout. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And buries it from deep. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Avdia's the 3 with Grant at the 4. Then there's Sharp, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamari in at the 2 spot. Levine passes to Murray. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
I like seeing Murray be assertive in close, using that 6'8" frame to his advantage.
Outside Sharp. Grant with a screen on Levine. Sharp. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Monk. Kick by by Murray. Monk finds Murray. 6 to shoot. Sabonis outside. Outside Monk. Fires for 3. Kicks it to DeRozan. Picked by Sabonis. They shoot again. Portland grabs the miss. Aiden's got rebound number 7 tonight. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Here's Sharp. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
They set the pick. Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Avdia, screen on LaVine. Here's Sharp. Rebound by Sacramento. Monk passes to DeRozan. Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game. Here's LaVine. And LaVine, throw it down.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Sharp. Drive.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player is tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Now LaVine. And here's Monk. Clock at 6. Murray, a screen on Sharp. Monk passes to LaVine. Three-pointer, no good. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Grant with it. Here's Avdia with the drive. Oh, no good on the dunk. The Kings call timeout.
Your feet and make some noise.
DeRozan looks it over. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. They can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Now here's Grant. Pass to Sharp.
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
And he jams it home with authority.
Sharp is such a gifted offensive player. He keeps his foot jammed on the accelerator when he has openings like this.
Here's Monk. When they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Avdia, screen on LaVine. Sharp goes in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Oh, sweet move. Yes! And the foul! It goes on Denny Avdia. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does the
First team foul. At the line for the Kings.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
They give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Avdia passes to Sharp. Back to Avdia. 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Aiden, no good. The Kings shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. Here's DeRozan. And another basket for Sacramento.
Yeah, man. DeRozan is fired up. These situations just fuel his competitiveness.
Sharp.
Get up to throw down.
And that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Outside Levine. All sorts of time. And Aiden pulls it down.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Grant outside. He can't get it to go. Sabonis with some nice D. Sharp against DeRozan. And here's Sabonis outside. Portland with a rebound. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Avdia. Back to Grant. And it's in.
Grant knows his role and willing to take over during key parts of the game. As long as he stays within himself, he can make those kind of contributions.
Sharp against Monk. Here's Levine for 3. And he drills the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that. They would hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Sharp. Missed it. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters.
And down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now Sacramento's starting 5. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Malik Monk out there with Zach LaVine. And Sabonis in at 7. And LaVine throws it down.
The lob, the finish, just a textbook alley-oop. And LaVine, his bounce, his athleticism, really kind of pays off in these moments.
Holmgren finds Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Monk. Here's Dort. Up and in on the layup.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
LaVine against Dort. Sabonis sets the pick for LaVine. Driving in, and he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now LaVine. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's DeRozan with the extra effort.
It's the hustle points from DeRozan, and that's the kind of play that can set the tone for the rest of the team.
It's Dort on the wing. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Monk against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, LaVine. Monk with a screen on Dort. A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. Drills it from outside.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Murray. Holmgren with the steal. Outside Williams. Stolen by LaVine. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake.
The kick out to Williams. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
The shot's good. Dort's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Monk, the pass to Sabonis. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here are the Kings now. Outside DeRozan. Wide open shot is on the money. He has 6.
With the jumper, DeRozan is efficient. You really can't afford to let him get shots lined up.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Monk kicks to LaVine. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and takes it in.
Guys, just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game. There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's DeRozan. 8 points for him. Back to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You have to know where Sabonis is. Really box him out. He's so good on the offensive glass.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year. Look at the number, 83% from the line.
And he makes all 3.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Sacramento. He notched 8. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Connects from three-point range. Dort's got 9.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Pass to Monk. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's DeRozan. Murray against Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 9. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
The drive by Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Levine against Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet move, and it's good on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Basket counts.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Outside, Dort. Puts up a three. Monk grabs the board. The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To the middle. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Kings leading now by 3. Sabonis' screen on Dort. Monk against Dort. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dort. The shot by Monk is no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. So it's Sacramento. They've led by as many as 11 points. They get it back. Murray finds DeRozan. Going inside. Here's Murray. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court right now for the Kings, we've got Ellis. Trey Lyles out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's LaRavia in at the shooting guard position. Williams sets a screen for Mitchell. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Ellis with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Valanciunas. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Valanciunas has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Kings. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And it's blocked, and they get it back. Caruso against Lyles. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Lyles got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
There's the three. It's hauled in by Lyles. And so Ellis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the dunk by Lyles.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Ellis, the pass to Crowder. Ellis against Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of this. And Mitchell drops them both. Sacramento leading by 8. Ellis surveying the D. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
It's Ellis on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Ellis kicks to Lyles. Valanciunas with a screen on Williams, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Sacramento, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Thunder trailing by 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Oklahoma City, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Ellis, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Ellis. Crowder sets a screen for Ellis. To the paint, shoots. Bank shot, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wiggins finds Williams. And the 3-ball is good. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's tipped. Here's Crowder. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Caruso with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. For the tie. Caruso, no good. Kings leading now by 3. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
59 seconds left to play here in the third. Lyles. Here's LaRavia. Defended by Caruso. And that one's good. LaRavia.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Caruso looking for an opening. Out that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Williams.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Here's LaRavia, defended by Caruso. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Crowder against Wiggins. Outside Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
You know, he should know better. A pass like that is going to wind up as a turnover more often than not.
And Levine puts up a deep 3. No good on the shot. And so it's the Sacramento Kings heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Sacramento leading by 7. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Over in the corner, Dort. Outside Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Thunder.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And then Levine with the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
On the wing, Monk. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Monk against Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 4. Williams looking around. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
On the wing, Monk. Sabonis, another shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Kings lead by 4.
Playing to his strengths, Sabonis goes to work inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Takes a 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Levine with the slam.
Ending at creating for himself.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Levine. Here's Hartenstein. That one good for 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. And Levine, here we go. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Oklahoma City ball.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside Williams. Takes it inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Launches it. Good on the 3-point shot. And it's now only a 1-point Kings lead.
Ice. He has absolutely.
Oh, wow!
That is beautiful.
And Murray loves knocking down the big shot. He does not fear the moment.
That one drops for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for
Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
The score now all even.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Hartenstein against Levine. The layup off target.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
They get it back. Holmgren kicks to Dort. A miss that time would have put him up. And here's Levine who brings it up for the King. DeRozan finds Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Answering the bell, Sabonis, big time, guys.
1:02 left in the 4th quarter. Outside, Dort. To take the lead. Trifecta.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
They knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Sabonis a screen on Williams. Here's DeRozan. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Money!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Levine with it. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. Bullseye! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking those shots. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Timeout, Kings. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and the beat still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
Yeah, that is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Matisse Thybulle out there with Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Avdia in at the 3.
Yeah, solid inside play by Ayton, staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Avdia against Williams. Outside Sharpe, fires the 3, drills it from deep.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharpe has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Avdia. The deep 3. Portland grabs the miss. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, an athletic alley-oop play by Grant, lifting off to snatch the pass out of the air and dunk it home.
Holmgren with a screen on Sharpe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Sharpe passes to Grant. Avdia, right side. Now Ayton. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Driving inside. Missed inside.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Thybulle, a screen on Holmgren. It's Sharpe with the drive. Over to the left wing. Ayton finds Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Ayton. And it's Portland with another.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
It's Sharpe with the drive. And down it goes. 2 points. Sharpe's got 5.
The burst. Man, Sharpe can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. To end the run. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Sharpe goes in. He's off on that one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 9-point game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Sharpe against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Sharpe. Shot no good. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Thunder trail by 7. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Thybulle, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Sharpe finds Thybulle. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren against Avdia. Now here's Holmgren. The D's right on him. Outside for Dort. Three-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland leading by 7. 19 seconds left in the first quarter here. They set a pick. Back to Thibault. Puts up a deep three. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Williams on the wing. Let's go with a three. Oh, he goes! He beat the buzzer!
The NBA never ceases to amaze me.
What a huge... And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Portland ahead, up 4. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Avdia is the 3 with Grant at the 4. Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Outside, Williams over Sharp. Williams misses.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Williams can't get that one to fall. Trailblazers lead by 4. And there's the screen. Outside Sharp. Avdia from outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. The Thunder have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Dort, left side. Jacks up a 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. So Dort's got 5.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Sharp a screen on Dort. Here's Thybulle. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Thybulle on the wing. Williams defending. Sharp goes in. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's SGA. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Stolen by Sharp. Pass to Thybulle. Grant outside. Dort against Thybulle. Grant, the pass to Thybulle. Here's Sharp. 6 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. No good from outside. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Fires in the triple. So Dortch got 6 here in the quarter.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Avdia passes to Sharp. Avdia, screen on Williams. Launches it. Avdia can't get it to go. Thunder leading by 4. Dort with it. Eibel picks him up. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Aiden. Back to Sharp. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Sharp's got 12 points.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Outside for Dort. Lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss. Avdia from outside. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Shaedon Sharp really making a difference here.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Williams is out there with Kenrich Williams. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Will Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Walker. Simons outside for the tie. Caruso grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Williams from long range. Williams, a screen on Walker. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And the Trailblazers shooting 41% in this game. It's Walker on the wing, outside Murray. He shoots a 3. He buries it from 3. And it's all knotted up. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Williams' shot is good.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Klingen. Here's Kamare. For the lead. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Caruso. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. And stolen by Williams. And they're on the break. He goes up, and Williams punches it home.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Klingon. Williams defending. Three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Mitchell pass to Williams. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Caruso outside. Back to Williams. Goes back up. And no good. Oh, nice D from Walker. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Simons passes to Walker. Out to Simons. Picked by Murray. Shoots over Wiggins. Again, the miss by Portland. The Thunder have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Blazers trail by 4. They set the screen. Simons with it. Caruso covers. Kamari. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Oklahoma City's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Caruso, right side. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Klingon. Wiggins outside. 2 on the clock. The 3-ball. Another miss by Oklahoma City. Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. They kick it out to Murray. On the wing, Murray. Simons outside. Pass to Klingon. Back to Simons. Second chance effort. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by just 2. After a quick break, we're coming. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for Portland. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Matisse Thybulle out there with Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Avdia in at small forward.
And you see right there the practice time Sharpe's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ayton passes to Thybulle. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thunder with a lead. It's stolen by Thybulle. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Sharpe. He got a piece of it. They get it back.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
First team foul.
He misses the free throw. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Hartenstein with a screen on Avdia. Williams from long range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The 3. And Avdia good for 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
It's Dort on the wing. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Hartenstein passes to Dort. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Here's Sharp driving to the basket. And that one is hammered home. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. The Trailblazers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Thibault. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he lobs it up top. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Hartenstein with it. Tipped. Thibault with a steal. And here they come. Dort with a steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Portland leading by 3. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein to the post. Defended by Avdia.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Thibault will screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Sharp. Takes it inside. Oh!
Wow!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player's tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
Here's Williams. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Denny Avdia. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Trailblazers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, another thing, this...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
The kick out to Williams. Now Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't hit that time. Portland has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Holmgren. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots. The heat is on, but Grant keeps his composure. He doesn't let the situation affect the quality of his shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Thibault. Dort for 3. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Grant the pass to Thibault. Clock at 6. Pass to Avdia. There's the triple. Some solid defense from Williams. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll wrap it.
the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the shooting guard. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Kick out to Levine. Misses the three. Pushing it up. Grant against Levine. Pass to Kamare. Shot clock at 6. Driving the lane. Here's Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Avdia. Down low. Sharpe with it. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Levine. Portland making their last shot. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
And then Sharpe with the dunk.
Whether you're new to the league like Sharpe or a veteran, throwing it down, no better feeling.
Monk against Sharpe. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. DeRozan inside. Working on Grant. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Monk.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Here we go. Oh!
Goodness. Out of this world. Sharpe is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Here's Monk. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Portland leading by 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Sharpe. There's the drive. Rebound by Murray. Kings have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
First quarter of action, just under 3.5. Oh.
And Sharpe is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Sharpe against Levine. Stolen by Levine. Pass to Sabonis. And the call on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
For your Kings, taking 2 shots.
The play will be the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Levine for 3. Monk finds Levine. Puts up a 3. Avdia with the rebound. Floats it up for Grant. And another turnover here by Portland.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
8 seconds left in the first. There's a screen by Murray. DeRozan for 3. Oh, he got it to go.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And so it's Shaedon Sharpe making highlights for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Sharpe, and it's Kamare in at the 2. Oh, Ayton in position, and stolen by Murray. Releases from 15, will not go. This is off the front iron. Trailblazers leading by 3. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Kamare. Monk defending. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Sharpe. And then Sharpe with the dunk.
Oh, gritty play by Sharpe inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul.
Jeremy Grant.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Sabonis finds DeRozan.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Offensive rebound, pass to Ayton. Tries a 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Levine. The 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Grant. Here's Avdia. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Portland leading by 7. Pass to Sharpe. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And it's Avdia off the drive. Pass to Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Kamare. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Avdia can't hit. Grant against DeRozan. There's a screen by Murray to end the cold streak. That misses off the backboard. Trailblazers leading by 7. Ayton with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And here they come. Deflects the pass. Levine kicks to DeRozan. Monk, no one around him. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Sharp's got 7 now in this quarter.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Sabonis' screen on Avdia. On the wing, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Sabonis. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kamare. Still scoreless. Avdia against Murray. Sharp with it. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Shaedon Sharp really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Lyles out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Ellis. And it's LaRavia in a 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
And that one's good, Ellis.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Quotes it up for Henderson.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run. Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better, so the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. It's tipped. The kick out to Simons. Sinks the triple.
Anthony Simons.
And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And Anthony believing in himself that time, just 0 hesitation on that, Jay.
Here's LaRavia. Scoreless thus far. it up off the glass.
That's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Pulls from the top of the key. Ellis with it. Now Henderson defending. And that one's good. Ellis has got 4 this quarter.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Klingon on the 3 off target.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Miles a screen on Simon. And Ellis throws it down.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
2 minutes remaining.
3-pointer, Simon. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Scoot Henderson.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in a game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier and get it to him often.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Wow. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Miles a screen on Henderson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Laravia's got 5 points in the quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
For your Sacramento Kings.
The Kings trail by 7. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Simons, the pass to Henderson. Shot clock at 5 to the paint. He is looking for Simons and finds him. Eyeball on the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Kings ball.
And the Kings with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Simons against Ellis. And stolen by Simons. Eyeball for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Now Ellis, 8 points for him. Miles sets a screen for Ellis. It's deflected. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 5. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, the forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 2-guard spot. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, nice smooth release from Grant that time. Can't let him get that kind of rhythm.
Here's Levine, stolen by Avdia. And now Portland on the break. Here's Kamara.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Monk. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Grant outside. And another three for Portland.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Outside, Levine. It's deflected. Out to DeRozan. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Grant. And it's DeRozan missing. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lets it go from deep. No good from Grant. DeRozan inside. Defended by Avdia. Off with the layup. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Outside DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
The flush. DeMar getting up.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Avdia. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
DeRozan with a screen for Monk. They get it again. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Grant surveying the D. No good with the triple. The Kings trail by 11. For the three. Outside Levine. Looking to get back on track here. And Levine throws it down.
And what an effort by Levine to win the rebound. And then he sends it back up.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sabonis. Levine on the follow.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Sharp with it. Sabonis defending. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And they double up DeRozan. Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Sharp finds Grant. Back to Sharp. Clock at 6. No look there. Miss number 4 in 12 tries.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Pass to Kamara. Grant for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
DeRozan against Sharp. So the Trailblazers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the
looking for answers.
teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3 slot. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. The rebound by Murray. It's Levine with a drive. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
When you think of Zach LaVine, his athleticism pops, right? This guy off the drive, so hard to guard.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Over Levine. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Monk against Gilgeous-Alexander. Monk passes to Levine. Cans it with nobody near him.
I'll tell you, that jumper of Levine, so pure looking when he's in rhythm.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Levine. Oh, okay then.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. And he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Allie, thank you. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game here. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And it's Monk off the drive. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And Dort, such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander on the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Levine with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Levine. Shot to stop the run. And the dunk by Levine.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Hartenstein. Still without a bucket. Outside, Williams to the paint. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Williams.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Monk against Gilgeous-Alexander. Monk passes to Levine. From outside, off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Oh, deflected. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Murray's shot is good.
Yeah, just a solid play by Murray. He knows where to get his shots.
For Oklahoma City, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 on the layup. Give him 8.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Left side Monk. Here's Levine for 3. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Levine. 3-pointer. How about Levine showing off the range?
Levine's form is pure. That 3-point shot is pretty.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Greg.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Thunder with a lead. Here's Dort. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. That sends Zach Levine to the free throw line. Lou Dort picks one up. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Now here's Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Levine. Back to Dort. Tries again. And there it is for him. So Dort's got 6 points.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort at times is just going to make tough shots.
Dort against Levine. Levine attacking. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Zach Levine, explosive. Explosive with athleticism, with his hops, with his ability to score the basketball.
Denied by DeRozan. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander taking it inside. SGA.
Assist goes to
the Kings trailing. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few 3-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Oh, Murray! Explosive!
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Dort against Monk.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Hartenstein. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Now here's Monk. He's got 5. Sabonis outside. Hands up Sabonis slams it in.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Shea with a step and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's DeRozan. He's scoreless.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Thunder leading by 3. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hartenstein a screen. Williams from long range. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. Oklahoma City shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. For Sacramento, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Murray. Back to Monk. To halt the run. Can't get it to drop. Out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball.
Kings ball. Substituting on the court.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Trey Lyles is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. There's the steal.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Crowder, the pass to Lyles. Valanciunas with a screen on Williams. Lyles. The 3-pointer off the mark. Thunder leading by 6. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Williams. Back to Mitchell. Williams with the screen. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Outside for Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Puts it up. Williams misses. And the Kings shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Crowder, that's good.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They lead by 4. Caruso finds Williams. The kick out to Williams. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot from deep 3-point land. Williams misses. Here's Lyles. Still no points. Pass to Ellis. Here's LaRavia. And the layup falls.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Thunder. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Caruso, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And Caruso drops them both. Kings trail by 4. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Here's Ellis. Check by Mitchell. And it's Lyles missing. And for Oklahoma City, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. Williams passes to Williams. Wiggins outside. Williams a screen on Crowder. Wiggins for 3. They get it back. Pass to Caruso. Launches a 3. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. And it's Mitchell to miss. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And he drives in. That one falls. 1:52 left in the third. Outside, Williams. Back to Mitchell. Outside, Williams. There's a screen by Wiggins. Lets it go. Williams' shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 4. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Sacramento.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:15 left in the third. Mitchell with the ball. Still without a bucket. What a terrific move that is.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Caruso outside. From deep. Rebound by Sacramento.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Arabia passes to Lyles. From the corner. Williams grabs the board.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Caruso. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Alex Caruso.
And the second free throw is good. Kings trail by 5. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Sacramento shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. That one's off. A line change here for Oklahoma City. And he sinks the second. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Gets it off. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Oklahoma. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Monk, a screen on Williams. Here's DeRozan. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside, Williams. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Takes a 3. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
Wow, the unbelievable footwork and touch for DeMar DeRozan. It is on display nightly.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Count it, good. And the Thunder lead by 4.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
No, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Dort. Hartenstein with a screen on Levine. Dort for 3. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Levine against Gilgeous-Alexander. Sabonis looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Levine for 3. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Hartenstein with a screen on Levine. Outside for Dort. Fires for 3. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holmgren with the block. And they get it back. Pass to Levine. To the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams against Monk. It's Holmgren, high post. Monk against Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Monk. The leaner. Goes back up. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And Levine, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Levine delivery in a big moment. What a game we've got.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. Fires the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's DeRozan, exploding to the rim. DeRozan, my goodness.
This is why they want the ball in DeRozan's hand. This guy is stone cold under pressure.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Levine with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Monk finds Sabonis. Back to Monk. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Monk missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Holmgren against Murray. Hartenstein a screen. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Dort. Shoots over Levine. Oh, no good! Down low, Sabonis. Oh, he got it! He got it!
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Williams from long range. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's the Kings taking the W. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaFleur.